Good morning. Just trying out a new layout for the videos. I want to have it more structured and also a call to subscribe because if you don't subscribe, you'll be missing out on the additional tutorials that I'm providing up to the 19th of October, etc. At the new footballtrudemeprofits.com. Obviously, AI cocking up my logo, so I'll have to work on that for a bit. Yesterday's green screens. Let's take a look. Looking at yesterday, I only really got involved in two matches. Sierra Leone needed to win against Burkina Faso, but Burkina Faso had the 1-goal lead. We got the draw, which means Sierra Leone didn't get the goal. So I backed Sierra Leone +1. You can see the reward, very good reward. The insurance, £14.40. So if they got that 1-1, the difference between £14.40 loss and £86 is extremely compelling. But it ended 0-1 to Burkina Faso. 3.2 for +1 is telling you the market wasn't expecting much. Angola had to win against Eswatini yesterday. This was an opportunity for me to make a £40 green screen at 2-2, but I decided not to. I decided to look for that £108 profit on Angola. Didn't come to fruition, alas, but still got out of it relatively scot-free. So it's up to you when you decide to cash out. I can't help you with that because you have to make your own decisions with the exiting element. Do you take the gamble to lessen your profits for the chance of a bigger reward, or do you take the 41 quid that's on offer, lock it in, and it doesn't matter if Angola push on or not? Don't forget, trading is not about the final outcome. It's about what happens between the 0 and 90 minutes. So let's move on. Today's trading angles. Let's take a look. Today's trading angles focus around the need to get first or second place. Now, I think some of the African groups will be done and dusted, to be honest with you, so there might be something lacking. Burundi and Kenya in Group F, but the problem we have here is utter dominance from Ivory Coast and Gabon, running out of matches to break through with a 9-point gap between third and second. That's 3 consecutive wins. It's done and dusted, isn't it, Group F? I don't think third place has any great import at all. So I would be very careful about Burundi-Kenya as a match lacking any real motivating factor. Not so Botswana and Uganda. If you look at Group G, dominated, of course, by the North African powerhouses Algeria, Riyad Mahrez et al. But Uganda and Mozambique are squabbling for that second spot, which makes the Uganda and Mozambique matches vitally important today. And if there are a couple more matches left, I'm not sure how many matches are left, but if it's 10, then Guinea are in with a shout. If they can win today, get to 14, and another win, get to 17. But Uganda and Mozambique will be the two teams I will be focusing on in Group G. But it's a very, very tough African coupon. 2.38 the favourite. Mozambique, Uganda, 2.3 the favourite as well. Very, very tough. Well, the market can't split the teams. Simple as that. Group H sees Liberia and Namibia. That's 11 points for Liberia, 10 for Namibia. Again, any win from Liberia or Namibia won't catch. It will. Yeah, Liberia must take points off Namibia. Namibia, with a win today, take themselves up to 18 points, and the gap between them and third place will be extended even further, with the possibility of them hitting that arrow, Namibia, and going through. Vitally important match this at 5 o'clock for Namibia's World Cup future. Indeed, well, I don't think Liberia can catch them, so all depending on the amount of matches remaining in these World Cup qualifiers. We've got until the 19th of October, so I suggest there will be a couple more matches to go. But this becomes a must-win territory for Namibia, so it's going to get a star from me. Malawi and Equatorial Guinea. Again, where's the motivating factor? You're 5 points shy of Namibia. That's a win and 2 draws. I think it's fizzling out in Group H, isn't it? It's all a squabble about whether Liberia can take points off Namibia. So this, like Tanzania and Zambia yesterday, must win for Zambia, the Copper Bullets. Must win for Liberia. Must take points off your nearest rival. Mozambique we've already looked at. Must win territory for Mozambique today. Must win against Guinea. Guinea, one of the better of the minnows. But if there's a couple more matches left, this is a must win for Guinea to take them to 14 and give them a chance at getting another win to take them to 17. The possibility if Uganda fall foul and Mozambique get beaten by Guinea, a real chance for Guinea to go through. Unlikely, but a real chance. Algeria got a simple match against the Pirates today, 1.03 away favourite. So that's a look at Africa and a look at the European World Cup qualifiers as well. The previews here will provide you with at least 4 hot streaks that you can potentially employ. I don't tend to pay them any mind because it's what happens in play. 5 of Finland's last 6 wins were by a single goal. Finland have not scored more than twice, but who are they playing today? Let's take a look. They've not scored more than twice, but do they have a chance against 145th in the world? So maybe those patterns of not scoring that second goal might end today. At their very worst, this could be a 1-1, couldn't it, for Finland? Lithuania are going to be a typical minnow, parking the bus. Austria and San Marino, there's no need to talk about that, is there? Unless you want to play with the bookmakers a 5-0, 7-0, 9-0, or a 4-0, 6-0, 8-0, something like that. 3 of those correct scores between 5 and 9-0 give you a potential chance to get through. Belarus and Denmark. Let's have a look at the standings here for Belarus and Denmark. This is a 3-horse race where the 3 teams, Denmark, Scotland and Greece, must take points off Belarus. It's as simple as that. When you're 1.13 away from home as well, like the Danes are, and when you've got Rasmus Højlund scoring at last for country and for Napoli. Isn't it amazing? Once you leave Manchester United, your life returns. What? Who's cursed that club? I don't know. Maybe Gary Neville with his Union Jack. So this is a 3-horse race in Group C, which makes Scotland and Greece a vital must-win for both teams. Must take points off your nearest rival. Must. So this is going to be fascinating this evening. It's going to be incredibly difficult to pick out. Greece have been scoring 2 goals as well, and away from home. It's a potential banana skin for the Scots this evening. But Denmark, highly likely to get the win today at 1.13, which makes this match absolutely vital. Cyprus and Bosnia. Well, Bosnia are on 12 points, Austria on 12. And the rest of these do look minnows, don't they? Cyprus and San Marino. Cyprus, well, you'd have thought, having seen Paphos in the Champions League, that they would be looking at packing that defence, getting a 1-0, or at least losing 1-0, but being in with a shot. Well, the Cypriots are conceding 2 goals far too often. And indeed, Bosnia have already beaten them 2-1 in 2025. Doesn't all go well for them today, but you're going to expect a tough encounter for Bosnia-Herzegovina. They're going to have to get through a packed defence. But it's an important match to win, with Austria having an easy time of it against San Marino. Guaranteed 3 points for Austria. Bosnia must keep track, because if Romania win, they're up to double figures. Czech Republic and Croatia. Croatians have a game in hand, which gives them a clear advantage. But it's a difficult match to unpack. Croatia are a top 10 side in the world, but the Czech Republic are no mugs either. Just the 1 defeat for the Czech Republic so far. But this is becoming a 2-horse race. It's all a matter of who wants to finish first. I would be laying the late draw here, Czech Republic and Croatia. Faroe Islands and Montenegro fills up the group, but they're already 2 wins away from a top 2 berth, aren't they? But plenty enough games to be played. But Croatia, Czech Republic could steer Group L, the result of this one. Malta against the Netherlands is Group G, and the Netherlands and the Poles are on 10 points, with Finland 1 win away from grabbing double figures. So it's a 3-horse race with a lively third-placed outsider. The Netherlands have played a game less as well. So a win today for the Dutch against Malta, highly, highly likely, will bridge the gap between them and the Poles. Give them a 3-point gap. Poland, despite having the mighty Robert Lewandowski missed a penalty for Barcelona, I'm not gutted, although it would have made a 2-2 and I would have made a green screen, the Polish clown. They're not playing today, the Poles, so it's important for the Dutch to get that win. And as you know, Scotland and Greece is a vital must-win in a 3-horse race there. Euro under-21s might get you some angles here today. Asian World Cup qualifiers will be lacking any sense of liquidity potentially. Lots and lots of odds on favourites. And the mighty Thailand playing in Rajamangala Stadium in Bangkok. Been there many times. Watched Chelsea under Jose Mourinho. Man United under David Moyes. Liverpool under, who was it? Well, when they had Luis Suarez in the team, that's how far back ago that was, the Liverpool team. So, seen some, and Messi. I've been watching Messi train at Rajamangala. So, some wonderful memories there. And the Thai fans today are going to be likely to be celebrating a comfortable win against Chinese Taipei. So come on, the old elephants. Off we go. Is there any XG analysis to be had today? Well, not really in international football. But do remember, I have done a video for you on expected goals. And the XG analysis will be added to my roster for these review preview videos. Now I've got AI working for me as well. It can be extremely useful. If you'd like to know more about expected goals, I have done a video. What I'm doing it over the international break. Any member who has anything that'd like clarifying, I will do a video accompanying. So we've done expected goals metrics and the uses in in-play football, or at least how I use expected goals. So if you want that, have a look at that on YouTube. And any members, if you've got any other topics you'd like covered, I've done a video on how to set up the in-play trading scanner for first half goals and late second half goals after a request from a member. I've done a video on my bet and go strategies after Guy Briggs asked about the 0-0, backing 0-0 in the half-time market, and it's actually profiting at the moment. I've also uncovered a lay the draw strategy for members, potential 1 a day lay the draw, which could give us a nice long return and indeed limit your workload considerably, of course, if we can make that lay the draw profitable over time. I will be improving the XG Football Analyzer app that I've developed just to increase its source base. It's not using an API from Understat or any other XG service. It is accumulating its XG data from freely available information online. So that saves you money, saves me money, and it does provide some great angles. I don't know if it will work on an international front. I doubt it somehow, but we can have a quick look. And I will be providing reports. Taipei. There we go. Unlikely that Thailand and Chinese Taipei will have an expected goals. We'll just find out in a second. I will be doing these reports for members to follow the Premier League predominantly. The major leagues, Premier League, German Bundesliga, Spanish La Liga will be the main leagues, French League 1, Italian Serie A. I will be doing expected goals for them. It's an important metric to have pre-match as well. It can give you an idea of who's on top whether they are scoring more than they're conceding on a general basis, etc. As I suspected, expected goals is unavailable. It's available for the vast majority of European and second tier leagues as well. So expect some expected goals in the future. So for those of you who want to join footballtrudemeprofits.com, you can join that. But I would prefer if you joined footballtradingprofits.com. Subscribe. We're going to have more tutorial videos. I might set them up to continue after the international break. So any subject matter you'd like covered that I have the knowledge of, quite happy to do a tutorial video for you on it. It could be how to set up Fairbot, perhaps. Are there any automated betting software out there for football? Well, I haven't found any, but I use BetSender, which is not very good for football. It's great for horse racing and greyhound racing. Anything else you'd like to know? Neutral markets. I'm doing a video on neutral markets for somebody who's requested that. I'm also doing a video for Dave, I think it's Dave P, who requested just a look at exiting a trade. So I'll be looking at that as well. And I've done those videos for members on expected goals, on my bet and go strategies, as I've said already, and on how to set up the in-play trading scanner. So any subject that I have knowledge of regarding football trading that you'd like covered, maybe you'd like a greater in-depth analysis, or not analysis, but an in-depth tutorial on insurance and hedging, the connection of markets to each other. For example, laying 0-0 covers every single scoreline, of course, doesn't it? That can be used as a hedge. Laying the draw covers any scoreline bar a draw. So if we can collate these trading markets together, the ones that cover multiple outcomes, laying over 1.5 goals covers 0-0. Backing both teams to score no covers 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, etc. So they can be extremely useful. If I can perhaps get a blueprint of markets which have complementary uses, that will help us in our trading. And this is probably not relevant for you, but the e-letter, there will be a link in the description. Sign up for the e-letter, do e-letter video tutorials. Try to do them every Friday, but some days I get overwhelmed. Some weeks I get overwhelmed by the workload because it's the weekend. 14-day free trial as well to Football Trading Profits. Been in a good bit of form. Get 2 weeks, have a good look at the service. And if you like what you see, and if I'm making you money, then it'd be great to get you on board. So this is the new look Football Trading Profits video, or, of course, Football Trude Me Profits, which will be my new service. So subscribe, join the e-letter, and I look forward to seeing you at Football Trading Profits. And members today, I'll probably be on board from 5 p.m, but don't expect an avalanche of plays. The international matches are very tough nuts to crack. But we'll be focusing on those matches in the trading angles where teams have huge motivation, particularly to break into that second space, which could get them to the World Cup. Have a great day. I'll see members from 5 p.m. Any tutorials that you need, contact me at whatreallywins@yahoo.co.uk or leave a comment underneath this video. And me at Football Trading Profits, or my other self at Football Trud Me Profits, will be supplying you with the tutorial. Have a great day.